Joinbe, are you saying there was a meeting between between the IPOB and the job people?
There was a meeting.
Okay.
I organized the meeting. Get what I said?
Okay.
We had representatives. I formed a new forum then. I formed a job forum. And every other group, Cross River State, all of them. Now, every region or ethnic nationality were supposed to bring back their reports. I was giving you instance. I say the job people, having consulted themselves, came back with a report by one of our brother who's supposed to be representing the job people on that platform. And they said the message they gave to the brother is that if they are joining IPOB fully to fight for Biafra, that when Biafra come, they will be with Biafra for like 50 years.
Okay.
If things are okay, then they continue as Biafra. If things are not okay, after 50 years, everybody go your way. They will break out of Biafra. So now the Kano didn't answer them. They called them a bluff. Because to him, maybe they are giving him condition. They are conditioning him. Who are they to condition me? But this is their fear. They feel something may be wrong tomorrow. Make them understand nothing is going to be wrong. If we are creating a system to continue to subjugate our people, when we are fighting to see how we can leave this subjugation, then the person must be truly evil. And so, with that response coming from that area, every other people involved pulled back. That is how that panel ended. That was when Mazimefo told Nnamdi Kanu, we need deputy from every tribe. I am ready to relinquish my position. Yes, you are the leader.
Jojoybe said this.
Uchemefo said it.
Okay, sorry. Uchemefo. Okay.
Yes, that is ready to relinquish his position. But he will want a situation where every tribe must be deputy. So even if he means creating 1,000 deputy, because the platform is not fair. Leader Igbo, deputy Igbo, DOS Igbo, everybody Igbo. I was the only person that is unquote not called Igbo. He said, let's enlarge my office. So you'd have deputy of Akwa Ibom, deputy IPOB of every community.
Yeah.
But now the implication is people will question Nnamdi Kanu authority. When they collect money from Atiku, and then Nnamdi Kanu say, go on air, tell our people they can go and vote. I asked him a question. I said, sir, have you considered how this will affect our people? He said, are you telling me they will not obey? I said, I have not said so. I asked a simple question. Have you considered how this thing will affect our people? He said, my friend, then go and do what I asked you to do. So you can imagine, I become an enemy because I am cautioning him. Today, the result has not come out. Atiku shut up because he wanted to do gra-gra. Nigerian told him, we'll remind the Nigerian by plebiscite. He's supposed to be a Cameroon man. When Nigerians start blowing those information, the guy could die before they pursue and go Cameroon. So, but now they cannot collected money from Atiku through P2B. So, as far as this process is concerned, the de facto customary government is trying to create a platform where people will deliberate. Understand, when we are deliberating issues regarding us, it comes in two forms. One, there are personal issues. And then, on the other hand, there are communal issues. On the debate of personal issue, interest cannot overrule the overall decision of the people or the overall interest of the people. But then when it is communal issue, platform for discussion and negotiation must be initiated. And if we have this platform up and running, believe me, all these things you see as a problem, it will create more problems. But the problem will be surmounted immediately.
And Mr. George.
And then you see we are good to go.
Yeah,
yes.
Mr. George. Okay, I want to ask you this question. You see, I talk about the disunity between the tribe in the South. Me, I know, without us, we coming together, I don't think we'll achieve anything. But I want to ask you, is it the IPOB now, the kind of behavior now that is kind of making, the progress is very slow, like people really coming together in the South, especially in the South? Or is it because what played out during the 1960 coup, during the war and the rest? Is that what is holding people back, or the behavior of Nnamdi Kanu and his group now?
Both of them are major factors. Because, first of all, I can confidently tell you that about 50% of our people don't even know all this Biafra we are talking of, both from the South, South, and Southeast. 50% of our people don't even know. And so when they hear of Biafra issue in the nearest future, most of them are going to be scared by the event of 1967 to 1970. And that can be related to the former horrors. But presently, or most of the challenge we are facing, 40% will be discouraged as a result of Nnamdi Kanu shenanigan. Because the more the people know the truth, the more they will run from him. I thought Fulani headsmen were killing our people. Where are the Fulani headsmen now? Now it's ESM, an unknown government, trying to intimidate us into submission. So who, with the right information, will actually come and support Nnamdi Kanu when he is deliberately destroying everything that brings us out? Have you heard what is happening in Olo?
Yes.
Have you heard what is happening in Ebonyi?
Yeah, I saw some videos yesterday.
So that concept is bringing disunity within the Southeast, not to talk of other regions. They wanted to bring the madness to Delta State. We rounded those boys. We let them go on strict warning that if they mess up, none of them will leave our land. That is when they stopped and they moved it to Anambra. So by now, one idiot from Imo State go come, they kill our people, they rape them. Then Nnamdi Kanu idiot will put it on social media and say, oh, they are raping us. But we didn't want to expose them or blow their cover. We let them go, but we want them strictly. And now our people who know this truth, you think they can come out and support Biafra with the criminality of Nnamdi Kanu? But most Igbo people don't know this. And when you are trying to save them from the real danger now that is plaguing us, they say, it's evil, it's fighting against us, it's this one.
But Mr. George,
come from our encounter during the war.
Judge, I want to ask you this question because sometimes you will say you are Igbo. Sometimes when they provoke you, you kind of say no, you are from Anioma, something like that. I've seen you sometimes when you get provoked, you say some, Yes. Now, my brother, you see that 19 because Uzogu, please don't be offended what I'm about to say. That 1966 coup, that 1966 coup, Uzogu is part of the coup, and we have Emmanuel Ifa Juna there. Okay, I want to ask you, will you say 1966 coup it is Igbo coup? Because we have one Yoruba man there, we have Anioma man, that's Uzogu himself. Okay, some people are saying it is Uzogu coup. But someone like me, I've investigated, I know it wasn't Uzogu coup. It was Emmanuel Ifa Juna. And I even believe maybe Agu Ironsi sponsored it. Why? Because you came in to stop the coup plotters, them, but you were changing the government. So I want to ask you, will you say the 1960 coup, it is Igbo coup?
Now, let's look at it.
Okay.
I am an Igbo man.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm with you. Go ahead.
Each time I tell you I am a Nyoma man, it is to send a ripple effect back to those who are still reasoning. So whatever they are doing that is causing division, they should stop it. Because Anyoma people say they are not Igbo again after the war. All the Igbo outside the Southeast deny their Igbo identity. They have genuine reason why they did what they did. Do you understand? So anytime I tell you I am a Nyoma man, I want those who are still reasoning to understand that something is not right, and we cannot be working on that path. That is why in most cases I will say, anyway, I don't expect all of you to understand. Now let's go back to Ifajuna. The very coup you talk about is not sponsored by Ifajuna. The very coup we talk about is not sponsored by Agunyurusi. That coup was the handwork of Chukwuma, Kaduna, and Zogo. Now, first of all, Ifajuna was just an athlete who went to this Olympic. I've forgotten the name. That is when he met Ojukwu because of his outstanding performance.
Yeah.
Ojukwu incorporated him, introduced him into the army and the rest of it. Ifajuna was access. He had access to information on what the Northerners are planning to do, which is manifesting today. And to him, he felt we will not allow these people to divide our one Nigeria. That is what gave the formation to the Igbo coup. We all know the Igbo man is the most liberal people in Nigeria. They welcome every culture. So, but some people, when they want to shoot their own, equip themselves, make themselves look superior, they will change the narratives. Well, for instance, the Igbo of the Southeast want to tell you, after all, they didn't form the coup, they will push it to Anyoma. But when there is glory to ascribe to oneself, they say it's Igbo. So that was the handwork of Chukwuma, Kaduna, and Zogo. But then he worked with his brothers. Ifajuna. He worked with his brothers, including Dim Chukwemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu. He worked with his brother, Agu Yoronsi, to mention but a few. They asked him, "Where would you go ahead? Do you know he was abandoned? Do you know how he died?" When the things set, he went to Enugu to tell them, "How do we do this? The pressure is getting harder." He was abandoned. On his way coming back from Enugu, he killed himself. Have you heard anybody tell you how he died?
No. I thought...
He told his junior sister, "This is how it's going to be. I've been abandoned, deserted by my people. The death that awaits me will be very horrific. I'm taking my life now. Just know how it ended and how it began." He went to that meeting with his senior sister. Have you heard anybody? Why are they not telling us about what happened? In between Enugu and Anambra, they asked the driver to park. He came down and entered the nearby bush and blew himself up. Do you understand? So, if you are talking about identity, I am an Igbo man. But a lot of things went wrong. We refuse to correct it. And some people are still hiding from acknowledging that something went wrong. When I choose, go and check Ojukwu generals. 90% of them are from Anyoma. But during this the Kano agitation of Biafra, none of them associated with him.
Why?
That is those issues that we are trying to address now. Some of them are trying to cover it. I give you an example. We went to Achuse and said, "Sir, you are a war veteran, a very formidable one. We have been agitating for Biafra all this while, and you've never said anything. We expect people like you to guide us on this journey." He looked at us and said, "My son, you will not understand. I've said it in most of my broadcasts. This is what happened during the war. These things led to Asaba massacre. This thing led to other massacre within that region. They were betrayed. Instead, they called the Juju and said, Nigerian army are on our border already. We are going to hold them down here. But our women and children and elderly people need to cross the River Niger while we hold them in Asaba area. He said, the moment we cross, blow the bridge. So if you want ask Obasanjo and those people who were there to carry out that genocide, you see the people gathered. The people can say different story. The gather was for them to cross River Niger. He said immediately he dropped the call. Somebody blew the. And Nigerians have this information already. So they massacred everybody. Of course, Achuze and his men held their line, but they lost our people. Nigerians couldn't pass through that place because the bridge had been blown. So through Igala, through Kogi State, they entered Anambra because Kogi share boundary with Anambra on some parts through the water. So a lot of things happened. Some people were doing business inside the war to the detriment of their people. Just like this agitation now. They carry a black card, they shout, give us Biafra, give us Biafra. Now they cannot, they harass everybody to collect money. And when we talk about it, it be saboteur, it be saboteur. If I have not known better, I will say it's all the Igbo people that are doing this thing. It's not all of them, it's in the camp. Because most people don't even know the atrocity he has committed in the name of Igbo and Biafra. So there is an identity crisis. There is issue that need to be addressed. I can give you on and on. I tell them these things in the open, so it's not as maybe it's a secret. I always ask them in some of my broadcasts, I say, when they formed Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Anyoma Man was the first leader for Ohanaeze Ndigbo. How did he finish his tenure? Where is he today? And why is it that Anyoma is not part of Ohanaeze Ndigbo today? It doesn't concern you. But the one that concerns is when I say I'm not Igbo. He said, he don't deny himself. He don't deny himself. No, it boils down to all the problems we are facing as a people. When you beat a child, let the child to cry. And then you can pamper the child. They will understand. You can't beat a child and say, don't cry. It's inhuman. So first of all, I am an Igbo man. But until the Igbos of the Southeast correct the impression about some criminals like Nnamdi Kanu and greedy ones among them, the division will continue. What this Nnamdi Kanu is doing now, if not for some organizations that are standing firm within the Southeast, by now I tell you, everybody will tell you they are not Igbo again. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, we see.
And not everybody will understand. Because it looks like a Ebonyi State, Imo State, and maybe Party Anambra will have to bear the brunt of this agitation. It's not supposed to be so. There are many strategies we mapped out. If Nnamdi Kanu has humbled himself and allowed this process to run his natural course, by now it is negotiation. Okay, let us restructure. Okay, let's change the constitution. That is what Nigeria will be talking about now. Not looking for who to call terrorists.
Mr. George, anyway, George Oimbe, did you you don't kind of support war again? You don't like, because we are agitating for separation.
War.
You don't.
War.
Yeah.
Who is going to fight the war? Who do you want to kill?
I tire.
Are they ready? We can't even organize ourselves to speak with one mouth. It's like you don't even follow my program.
I listen to you.
I say it most times. I say, if we are fighting war now, there are people I know now, if I turn, you are behind me, I will kill you first before I kill the enemy. I have said it in so many of my broadcasts. The way things are, there are some of you, if we do war now, if I turn back, now you do my back, I go shoot you first before I go to shoot the enemy. There are a lot of issues regarding collateral damage that need to be reviewed and addressed. Which Peking you won't kill? How can you fight a war? Do you have allies? Do you have gun? Is it to keep police on checking points and collect their gun? We are not sure of buying bullets when it's off. Do you know what it means to set up a military? You feed them 3 times a day. Do you know what it costs to buy bullets for them? Do you know what it costs to make provision for them? We can't even, we don't even have any facility on ground. We are talking war. If you want to talk of war, then you better set up a gallows and hang all our people. War for where? War is not the solution. War will not give us what we want. And if anybody initiates the war, even though Biafra must come, after that war, we will still go back to the round table. And so if we can boycott this war, knowing that the round table remains the ultimate solution, why can't we boycott this war and then fight for the round table?
Mr. George
I'm fighting for round table,
Mr. George
not for war.
Mr. George Onibe, this our brother Tony Nnamdi. You know, Tony Nnamdi is after how we can change our constitution. You understand me? So you,
yes.
What like if a country want to, like Nigeria, we want to change our constitution so that we can add referendum there. You know, changing our constitution. I believe Tony Nnamdi kind of he wants us to go back. You know, like add a referendum that if any region or any tribe don't want to be part of this union again, they can, you know, given the chance to, you know, conduct a referendum if they will leave or if they will stay. That is their aim by saying let's rewrite our constitution. But to rewrite our constitution, what did you think? What is the step? What can how are we going to kind of rewrite our constitution? How?
Now, if you look at the current constitution of Nigeria, if we are sincere to ourselves, this is just straight code.
Sharia law.
Used on every Nigeria. They from the colonial master and pasted it and tagged it with the people of Nigeria. Nobody was consulted. The Northerners, with the influence of the British government, placed it on us. And so other areas of our life, which is alien to the Northerners, or that of Yoruba, which is strange to the Northerners, this area were not considered. And our people did not take time to address this issue. They ignored it. It's afflicting us today. And now, if you go back to my previous broadcast, you will see, I always say, the benefit of the de facto customary government is that it helped create a platform where every pro-Biafran group or agitators can be able to work together. Now, what are the processes? Tony Nnamdi is trying to pull down Nigerian constitution. Automatically, if you pull the constitution down, and then it's being reviewed and amended, it is now open door for those who want plebiscite or referendum to have their way. If you pull the constitution down, it opened door for those who want regional autonomy, devolution of power to have their way. If you pull down this constitution, it will give way to restructuring, those clamoring for restructuring. And I will always end by telling our people, a restructured Nigeria is as good as Biafra. Getting our own country is not what made us to come here. We want to stop injustice. We want to stop emasculation. We want to stop nepotism. We want to stop tribalism. We want to stop corruption. We want a country we can be proud of. A progressive country run by progressive-minded individuals. Biafra will not even give us these things if we can't change our mind now. But you have to start from somewhere. And so in the de facto customary government, for instance, we look at, oh, you are doing this, be doing. We give you the support we can. Oh, you want this, be doing it. We give you the support we can. All these are negotiation tools. But at the end of the day, we just want good life. We want to be the author of our destiny. Nothing more, nothing less. But you really need to hold on to something in order to define your position. If somebody will come, why are you fighting for Biafra? You say because we are being marginalized, for instance. And then another person from the other end will ask Tony Nade, why are you fighting for to bring down the constitution of Nigeria? He will say because the constitution does not cover our areas of interest. You see, there are relationships, there are links between both of them.
Mm-hmm. And
every other person, irrespective of what they are fighting for. And so if the constitution is reviewed, amended, why are we talking about Biafra, for God's sake? My son now, because he's from Delta State, or my child, is expected to score like 300 to get admission into Nigerian University. And then there is somebody in Sokoto, Arugungu, who have to just score 6. And he will be in the same class with my son.
At the same country.
Well, how does that sound? How does that sound? So you have to oppress certain people, and then you elevate certain people. All these things are the reason why there are agitation as well. So it doesn't mean what anybody is fighting for. If you are fighting for those things that can enhance our life as human beings, my brother, I'm in your support. For Fulani man, Hausa man, Yoruba man, all of us, let our life be normal now. Can I hate Ghana man? Can I hate Equatorial Guinea man? Can I tell you I hate Zimbabwe man?
Yeah, because you don't live in the same country. Yeah.
And just say I love them or I hate them. We don't share anything in common. And so if I hate Yoruba man or I love Yoruba man, these are all defined by what we share in common. And so when they love Nigeria that is oppressing me, I tend to respond like I hate them. But I don't truly hate them. I don't know if you understand the relationship.
I understand.
But if Nigeria was favoring all of us,
okay, Mr. George. Mr. George Imbe. Yeah, Mr. George Imbe. There is another question I would like you to answer. You see, now we have Biafra agitation, most in the, let's say, in the southeast, because the people of the south side, they are not really responding like that, you know. Now we have the Igbo group. In the beginning, I said the Igbo agitation, me, well, I feel Igbo, we can, you know, like kind of show solidarity, support, but I feel Igbo, Ododo agitation is political. They are not really serious. That's what I said. But people were kind of doubting me, you know, because to me, I find it difficult to believe. Because what are you agitating for Ododowa for? I mean, half of the Yorubas, they are Muslim. These Muslims sometimes prefer to be sharing country with their fellow Muslims in the north. I'm sorry to say this. Now, what are you, when you say you are there for Ododowa, it's like, I feel you are kind of deceiving me. The president of Nigeria, the vice president, is a Yoruba man and a pastor. The speaker, Gbajabiamila, the president is a Fulani, the Senate president is Fulani, in a country where they have over almost, if not more than 300 tribes. And at the same time, you are telling me you want to do what? It's supposed to be the people they are marginalized that are supposed to be saying, since I'm not part of this, nobody regard me here. I never hold any important position in this country. For that, I don't think I belong here. I want to go. But you, about 16 years ago, Yorubama was the president. By the grace of God, Yorubama was, the Senate president a few years ago, 4, 5, 6 years ago. Yorubama is the vice president now. In fact, the country is yours. What are you kind of disturbing us for saying you need Ododowa? So, what did you have to say to that? I'm telling you my own belief. What did you see this Igbo thing? Igbo now is in Benin Republic. Me, something is fishing. That's to me. I don't hate my Yoruba people. I love them. But we are talking about Nigeria now. People it's not easy there. So, it's in Benin Republic. I don't even know the reason why Benin government is holding Igbo. He was agitating for Ododowa in Nigeria. What are you holding him there for? I don't understand. Or is he agitating to divide Benin Republic? I don't really understand. And another Yoruba man is warming up. Tinubu is warming up. To me, what do you have to say to that?
Let's look at it this way. First of all, Igbo agitation is the greatest fraud of the century. First of all, the Yoruba have been able to successfully negotiate their position in the Nigerian state. And that is why I love them. Anyhow you do it, their own is 10%. They must get it.
Yeah.
And so why would they even fight for the division of Nigeria?
Yeah.
That is one. Number two, somehow the ordinary Igbo man, the Biafra man, needs somebody to praise them so they feel good. So Igbo is feeding their ego. They just Yoruba no deal. We deal with all of us. They agitate political, and then lastly, they are using that supposedly Igbo agitation to renegotiate their position in the Nigerian state.
Of course,
maybe our people need better.
Of course,
that is on that three aspects. Why will they? When if you are how much are they giving to South who owns the resources that fuels the nation? Yoruba are getting more than us. So what are they agitating for? For feeding from our misery? But of course, Nigerians also need evidence, and they don't mind Nigerians. They can tell the global community, don't mind Nigerians. All these lazy youths, they just come out and start causing trouble. Not sure all of us are lazy youth, all of us are causing trouble. We know the game. So Igbo is not agitating for anything. Very soon I hear that, Oduduwa nation rise, Oduduwa this one rise, Oduduwa. No. Those are those things that makes me angry. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. I said something about hating a Zimbabwe man or liking a Cameroon man. All these things we occupy a particular prison known as Nigeria. This particular prison, we must understand all of us are prisoners and then fight for our freedom. Go back and redefine our land or create a platform that will enable us to operate as one. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Now, whatever they did to Ubuhu, will be the yardstick of what they will do to us. There are much beneath the eye can see. But as far as the Nigerian state is concerned, Igbo or Yoruba, they don't nothing to agitate for. They want to protect their place. They have formed Omotekun. Omotekun is still functional.
It's functioning, yeah.
The Igbos still try to set up a Bubago. Nnamdi Kanu is destroying it.
But Ebubagu
want to be president. They have spent more than 12 years being president of Nigeria.
But George Imbe, Ebubagu, they are gaining more ground now. Kind of,
Nigeria made sure that over 51 years, no Igbo man will smell that government act. So which area are we going to see now that they are being marginalized? They had their own fear of one Nigeria. But of course, it's politics. They can liaise with some of our people, then feed on our misery. You will still see IPOB Zumbi, Yoruba Duduwa nation. They never talk our own. Ambazonia, we are moving. We are doing this. But you are killing your people and calling them saboteur. If your brother, Eli Million or C-Mouth, C-Nose, cannot help each other, is it Ambazonia that will help you? Is it Yoruba that will help you? So, my brother, all this agitation is political.
Yeah, Mr. Jordan,
are now very soon to make Yoruba man president.
Yeah, Mr. Jordan, I have another question, but before I ask you this question, this guy, Adewale, look, what we are saying is not about whether Europe, I know there are masses, poor masses in Yoruba land. It's about the politician that is getting it. We know. What we are saying is not really against anybody, any tribe. We are trying to balance things here. The same thing. Like George Oibe agree with me. Like, there is no. What are you agitating for? You are on top. You can't be telling me I'm from a minority. I'm a Edo man. Edo man have never been president. Edo man never been Senate president. Edo man have never been speaker. And there is no hope where Edo man will ever be president in that country. I know. He said that I take it like that, or you can be crying. I don't have the population. So I'm not happy. I'm not proud of Nigeria. But I have the mouth. I have the right to say the truth. When you are agitating, it is funny to me. I should be the one agitating, not you. You are the one. Your people are up there, and you are still telling me that if Yoruba man will be saying they're marginalizing him, then Igban Kema, what do you expect Igban Kema to do? Igban Kema, what do you expect Igban Kema to do? My brother, look, nobody is proud of Nigeria.
In the normal concept regarding this issue, the position of the Igbo man in the Nigerian state is demonic, very evil. If I want to look at devil, I look at the policies that have been initiated inside Nigeria to tackle the Igbo man. And in this mindset, all of us are involved. Maybe my broadcast 3-4 days ago, I said something. I said, Igbo man will never be liberated until Igbo man is liberated. Edo man, a John man, you can never be president. Forget about good luck, divine intervention president. You are not going anywhere.
I'm telling you. Okay, Mr. George. Mr. George. Mr. George.
Not going anywhere.
Mr. George, I want to ask you this question. There is this group. This question is very kind of strong. There is this group, I don't know if it is OANZ, they went to the north to talk to some people there, some politicians, to support Igbo presidency. So there is this lady here. To me, this lady, she's making wave. She's very fair, Igbo girl, saying some certain things, saying things, people will be clapping for her. Me, I don't see that girl that like she's intelligent like that, Anything, if you're President Adekanu, you are intelligent to some Igbos, everything you do is correct once you're President Adekanu and the rest. So she was condemning this group of Igbos who went up north to kind of talk to this northern politician to support Igbo presidency. But to me, what did you have to say to that? They going to the north to talk to them there.
First of all, the woman you are talking about, if we go back to relate her actions to our value system, she's not in the position to decide whether Ohaneze Ndigbo is doing the right thing or the wrong thing. It is not in her place. But of course, somebody has to destroy our value system, damage our way of life. That is how we got here. In the second of all, if any Igbo man, not just Ohaneze Ndigbo, will go to beg Yoruba or beg Awusa Fulani in this current dispensation to allow Igbo man to be president, it shows two things. Number one, they are telling us that they have failed us woefully. And number two, they are telling us that there is an embargo against us as a people not to get there. For God's sake, it's our right. That is why before you interrupted me, I was trying to point out certain issues about Nigeria's evil target agenda against the Igbo man. Can we really organize a genuine census? Can somebody tell me the population of the Igbo man in Kano, Katsina, Kaduna, Abuja? And then let's us bring those Nigerians that are Nigerian. Let's know who have the population. Are you telling me the Yoruba have more population than Igbo man? Are you telling me all the conspiracy theory that have been flying up and down, if they bring it out and forensically, investigate it, that there is no plot to undermine the Igbo man? There are. These are the things that lead here. But first of all, Ohaneze going to Abuja, give us Igbo presidency. This is an insult to all of us. And they acknowledge openly that something is really wrong.
But Mr. George,
supposed to fight.
But Mr. George,
not be here.
But Mr. George Oyinbe, Buhari came to the south, came to, ask them, Tinubu to support him. He have been contesting and losing. But he have to come down to the south to talk to some politicians. Sometimes you behave like fool to get what you want. Sometimes, don't you think so?
Listen, we talk about Nigeria have tried to project herself as a nation. which means all of us has become one. The first place, we are not even supposed to be saying, I am Yoruba, I am Hausa, Fulani. The right mindset is all of us are supposed to be Nigeria. It's only when certain information is going on that one can say, I actually come from this side of Nigeria. You understand? But with the present dispensation, I'm certain, they want to know where you come from. And I tell you, you're in trouble when you are a woman. As far as the Nigerian is concerned, my name is Unyema. My name is Unyema. The Yoruba target on me as an Igbo man made me to begin to answer George. I've said it many times. I was interviewed. This is Yoruba. I'm not telling you Fulani with the bigger hatred load. I was interviewed for a job, given the employment. Only on the day of reception, another Yoruba is sitting there, and I tried to query what really happened. And then somebody told them, and so I'm on Igbo, and so automatically I'm Olori Buruku, and then I am Oloshi. We are ambushed already. We are in big trouble. And so if anybody go anywhere to do anything, my brother, it is the same politics. Let's do the normal setting. Go back and look at, what do you call it, Nnamdi Azikiwe, when he contested for election in the first dispensation. He won Obafemi Awolowo in the Yoruba land. Tafawa Balewa and the rest of them, he won the majority vote from every region. At that moment, Nigerians have the mind of what Nigeria is supposed to do. But I tell you now, Fulani man cannot vote for Igbo man. It's almost impossible. Yoruba man cannot vote for Igbo man. We see this hatred. We see this evil sown among us already. We cannot pretend we don't know. Recently, it is said that a Yoruba pastor banned them from singing Igbo song in the church. This is how bad, how rotten the society has become. Don't sing Igbo song again because this is a Yoruba church. And then why don't we stop singing English song? Because this is African country. But all these things are born out of true hatred that exists among us already. Okay. You cannot wave it out. Yeah, you cannot negotiate.
Yeah,
you have to change it.
Mr. George Oindi, that is wrong for saying they should be, to stop singing Igbo song. Just like Inadikano, sometimes you have seen him and say when you go to church where Yorubas are pastors, you are cursed, you are all this hatred. Look, my question is this: are we going to remain like this? When are we genuinely forgive each other, come together, act out?
Is it as a Nigeria or as a Biafra?
No, okay. Good. Well, it can be as a Nigerian first. You don't have Biafra yet.
People. What is causing a problem among us as the people from this region is different from what is causing problem among us as Nigeria. Okay. That is why I say, are you talking of Biafra setting or you're talking of Nigerian setting?
As a people, like South, like we in the South.
Yes. The thing that is our inability to confront the truth. Nothing more. We have seen, all of us have seen the errors of our ways. If I do bad, say I don't do bad. You say do bad, say you don't do bad. Now for us to accept the mistakes we have made, and then whoever need to ask for forgiveness, ask, then we move on. But we are working very hard to cover ourselves and blame somebody for our misfortune. It won't work now. We are the one, for instance, who gave Nnamdi Kanu support, supported him, prayed for him, fast for him, because he looks like he's the image of the Biafran people. But he spent our money, our own same money, our monthly due to demonize us. And then somebody who don't know what is happening is going to tell me, hey, you got to move on, you got to forget. No, I don't got to move on. I don't got to forget. Because my people must know the truth about this matter. But if he can come up and say, Mazimefo, I'm sorry, things went this way, I was actually misinformed, which we know he was not misinformed. It's just a Luciferian. Do you understand? And then we can say, okay, what do we do? We move on. And then everybody must have realized their mistake. But a situation where you are the one killing the people, oppressing the people, you are the one still claiming holy, you are the one trying to shut us down. My brother, that is what is causing problem. For people to come up and begin to support this agitation in the first place, something was initiated. There was position for everyone. Everyone's interest was covered from the first plan. And if we have told on that line, you are not on ground now. You don't see how happy our people used to be. Now they are on the post mood because with the news they are hearing different. What about that? Guys, see that our people have many reasons. South, for instance, has many reasons why it looks like they are on post mood. They want to see evidence of what we preach. And now we have that opportunity to prove it to them. What do? The same on the canon. We became God. He spoiled everything. So what to do is to accept our faults and then put our energy on the problem we have. Our society has been bastardized. Desperate attack, economically and otherwise. People are studying us and undoing us. And they keep us busy fighting ourselves. Sometimes we may be playing out the rules they have assigned for us. But then it is necessary we fight that war so the next generation will not make that mistake. We talked about Ifajuna and the rest of it. We had Ifajuna, he saboteur, he Sivuma, he did this one, he betrayed Ujuku. Have you had any response from Ifajuna? Why can't they tell us Ifajuna's defense statement? You see, that guy was set up. At least, let's hear his confessional statement. Let's hear his defense. We look at Ken Saruwiwa. He was hanged by the Nigerian state. But in his dying moment, the audio is still on the internet. He said his mind. Those who hanged him, he never knew they have the mind to betray his people. Though he's gone. But his people, basically, some are still supporting the system that killed him. And some are on the post mode. Why? They need a system that will support their cause. We need a system that will support our cause. And for you to rise up and support another project, that project must have something inside for you. One of the lessons I was taught as a Bible student then is that when you gather people, you must promise them something. And then, based on that promise, they live for it. Jesus gathered his disciples, he made a promise to them. And once in a while, when their faith is shaking, they ask Jesus, those of us who have abandoned our wife, our children, our property, our business, and follow you, what is our reward? He then reassured them of the promise. And that is because there is something tangible to promise somebody. On this other plan, we said when Biafra come, no more killing of our people. And now the Kanu is killing our people, unknown government, ESN. We say when Biafra come, there will be no marginalization, no tribalism. But it exists in the current structure that is supposed to fight for the better society for us. Let us stop all this evil. We will get it right. Like I have said, getting Biafra is not a solution to our current predicament. Neither is a constitutional amendment or devolution of power or any of this. No. They are just a means to get to our destination. We must change our mindset. We must. It's not something I can explain in 1 minute anyway. Yeah. But those who are led by the Spirit will understand what we really need to do within our heart. And then we get ourselves out of this mess.
Thank you very much, Mr. George Oimbe. I really, thank you for, replying my call and calling me to discuss this politics. I told you that I will bring you to our program. If it is audio voice like this, because what I'm doing now, this 2022, 2019, 2020, 2021, we keep attacking each other in the South. I keep saying it. You can eliminate the whole Yorubas. You can eliminate the whole Igbos. You can eliminate the whole Ikwere. We are there in the South. You can eliminate the whole Bini, the whole Isa, Isoko. It is foolishness. Some say the British don't have right to come to Nigeria and come to Africa and create countries. Well, they did it already. What are we going to do now? They created America. America doing well. Even Canada. Even India is trying. It doesn't mean the deed is done. What matters now? What are we going to do? Because to me, I strongly believe the mindset of the people in the north and the mindset of the people in the south, it is not the same. Our northern brothers, sisters, they're supposed to be sharing the same country with Niger. I'm sorry to say this, I know. Because they look alike. I believe they have the same culture. But joining us together, I believe maybe that's how God wanted it. I don't know. But we are here. We are here. What are we going to do to make our life better, to make tomorrow better, instead of if we keep fighting each other? Some will be telling you about 600 years old story. Ikwere man wicked, Ijoma evil, Edo man evil. At the end of the day, what can you do to them? What can you do to Ikwere? You want to eliminate the whole Edo people? You can't. You can't. We keep fighting ourselves, and these people, everything will just remain like this. Please, what I want to do now, how we can stay focused. You said something in your program. You repeated it here. You said a good restructuring is just the same with separation. It's just the same thing with you agitating for Biafra. The same. If you can restructure this country well, you said is that you don't have right to hate Ghana, man. You don't have right to hate people from Niger because you don't have anything in common like that. But people hate each other now because we are not what how am I going to put it? In Nigeria, really they are marginalizing some people. Really, I know they marginalize everybody. Like we have people that are suffering, Namajiri in the north, people that are suffering in the south. But what I'm saying, I said something just now. I said I'm a Edo man. I don't feel Nigeria. I'm not proud of Nigeria because it's not a country where I can tell my son, do well, you become president. You can't. That Nigeria for you. It is impossible. That's the reason why people like me, I hold up to this South. That's the only opportunity for me. Some people don't like the word South. That's to you. Remove South. We are finished. Who would say, your time will come. They'll say, okay, let's say South man produce the next Senate president or produce the next president because there is South. If you remove South and say there's nothing like South, it's either the Southwest and Southeast, then we, the minority, we are not in there. That's the reason why I hold up to that South. That name is very dear to me because that's the only opportunity. You see them in America, they are free, they can vote, they can do everything. But it is Obama that make the blacks there understand you can be whatever you want to become. So I need a country where anybody, let who the cap fits, wear it. It doesn't matter the person is a banker. It doesn't matter if the person is a job. As far as he has something upset, he can make life, he can change things in Nigeria, change things around. But Nigeria, you can. In the recent, I'm sorry, I know Yoruba, these are Yoruba brother. I'm not targeting Yoruba. Look, a Yoruba man not supposed to be warming up for now. If they say power is coming to the south, that's just the truth. My guy, the country is for all of us. But it is because some people feel they own the country. The rest of us, we are just there to look, to clap for who win. That's the reason why a Yoruba man will be warming up. To me, some people might be saying it's not by producing the president. Jonathan was from Bayelsa. What did he do for the people? I understand. But the style of government we are operating in Nigeria, it is when you have somebody up there, at least some development can come to your region. Because we hear of train from Ibadan to Lagos to Kano to Sora. I'm not hearing train from Edo, from Delta to Kano. Are we not part of the country? All these good things, infrastructure, it's not in our region. We are not happy. Not that we are jealous of anybody. And if we are jealous, we have the right to be jealous. It is one Nigeria, you call it. So, my guy, I feel, why fighting? You fight me, I fight you. You can kill me, I can kill you. At the end of the day, our children will inherit our hatred again. Tell our children, hate this Igbo Mao because they hate us. Hate Ikure Mao because they hate us. Hate Isamao because they hate us. At the end of the day, one Nigeria, we are all in the same boat there. So, my brother, just so that before we call off this conversation, just at least word of advice and what we're supposed to do so that everybody can really come together, especially the tribes in the South.
Of course, we have our conscience to guide us. This is the aspect of our life that you can choose to silence it, but you cannot violate it. So we all already know the truth. Truth number one, what are our problems? Then the truth number two, what is the way out? Mm-hmm. If we begin to focus on our problem and sincerely desire solution to that problem, I tell you there is no two ways about that. All of us will be on the same point. But if we continue to pretend we don't know what our problem is, if we continue to pass judgment influenced by nepotism, my brother, this is the beginning. Let's do the right thing as a people. Number one, what is our problem? What do we really want? Answer this question. Will Igbo presidency bring us to heaven? Will Igbo presidency, what do we want? This is what we are suffering. How do we get over it? It's not the job of one man.
No.
It is going to save all of us, to save all of us. After all, we have all been wounded. This is the time for us to heal ourselves.
No, of course.
That is my. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. May God bless you. I will shout you later. May God bless you. I really appreciate you coming.
There is no problem.
Yeah, you are welcome. Bye-bye. That's our brother, George Oimbe. I'm the wounded civilian. He called. I sent a message to him, and he called. This is what we want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're agitating for. Restructuring, the division. Let us have the chance, like we coming together. Let us. You see, I give the brother chance to talk. I might not agree to what he's saying, 100% agree to what he's saying, but you must give him chance to talk. And if he's not kind of biased, he's not biased. Tell you, he's not biased. He's not biased. I've made several videos against him. I don't like what he say, especially when he say all land in Delta State is, And as you can see, he says something about Midwest. We are the Midwest and we are from South, stuff like that. And there is problem in Nigeria. And you guys were asking some questions here. My Yoruba brother, George, is lying. The Igbo man is a house rep in Lagos. Igbo want to dominate everybody. This is the fight we are talking about. If we continue to fight ourselves like this, we'll fight till eternity. Because Igbo man cannot defeat you as a Yoruba man. A Yoruba man, you can't defeat them. You are not. Yorubas living in Igbo land, I don't think it's up to 10,000. And you, Oluwachen, you know the Igbos in your own region. There are more than 4 million. We are missed already. What are we going to do? Fight? So, that doesn't mean I will not criticize them tomorrow, but we must have this in our mind. At the end of the day, if we keep fighting, let us remain like this, because You can't unite with who you are fighting every day. Jojo Ibe, he believes he's Igbo man. And he will always say things that favor, his tribe. Yanyoma or Igbo. Just like you, a Yoruba man. I said some certain things here you might not like. It's like I don't like Yoruba. It's not about you like Yoruba. It's not about you targeting Yoruba. I'm just saying the country is for everybody. I feel, the power is going to the south. Even I've seen Yorubas, Deji, they and Ju, Deji and Prince, Deji and they and Ju now. He said the same thing. He's a Yoruba. I see him as a Yoruba man. I know that he's from Kwara, but he's a Yoruba man who speaks Yoruba, but although he's from Kwara. He said the same thing. It's not because we don't like our Yoruba, we have good and bad people in every tribe. We are trying to balance things here. Even sometimes, these people that is saying, hey, they beat me, they do this to me. Sometimes, if it is easy, sometimes, it's okay. You that is making noise, you feel you knows it more than everybody. Oh yeah, take power now. You will see that person will do worse sometimes. Then you will now have something to blame him if he cry tomorrow to say, you were there, what did you do? Your brother was there, what did you do? Something like that. So, if we keep fighting, I keep telling Jojo Ibe, I said, people talking about 900 years old story, 600 years old story. What would that change today? You were not there. You can't be telling me 600 years story is accurate. You that is not more than 35. We use it to attack each other. A Yoruba man use 900 years old to attack the Edos, for instance. So Edo man used 600 years old story to be attacking Yoruba, or used to attack Esama. Esama use it to attack Igbo, attack Ijo. It sounds foolish. It is time for us to at least take a break. All these fucking stories, leave them in the past. Let us talk about the future. What are we going to do? One tribe cannot do it alone. I keep telling our people, how can you tell me Igbo is making wave? His brother is the vice president. His brother is the vice president. The only way I said, let us turn answers to political party. Nobody listen. You can't be telling me you need to do what the vice president of the country. How are you going to say that? You go Israel. They will laugh at you. Or go to UN today. I want to do a country. When you say you want a country, people will be thinking they are treating you like a slave. Maybe you are not. That's what people think. Even you go to UN, the same thing. Then you now tell them, you know what? My brother, Yoruba man, is the vice president. The Yoruba is the speaker of the house. It will sound ridiculous. That is the reason why people like us feel all these things. You are using it to deceive us. You are not serious. You are using it to deceive us. So, you are right, my brother. Yeah, politics is not by. That's the problem. When you give threat, you really insult others. Who will vote for you? That's the problem. That is the education I am talking about. You can't really be threatening people and you expect them to vote for you. It will not work. It will not work. This thing you are talking about even happening in my state. Happening in my state, a minority tribe crying. Like for instance, I want my brother to be governor, for instance. And you are insulting the majority there. Telling them you are all they are wicked, they are bad, and the election time. It will affect your brother when election time comes. It will. You don't insult people and tell that person to because bully them for them to vote for as if they are afraid of you. My guy, go to hell. That's what they will tell you. My guy, you can't do any shit. In Nigeria, the same thing. You can't really be. You need power. You need, presidential power, be attacking people, swearing, insulting, hating people. And you expect the people you hate to come and support you. It will not work. It will not work. That is the, I'm talking to this, our brother, Oluwaseun. That is what we are talking about. It is, everybody, Nigeria need a president that can accelerate our economy, restructure that country first. Restructuring is very important, so that Every region have their own. I know it will be very difficult, but we must try and do something about it. We can't remain like this. This style of government is not favoring anybody. So that's all I will take this evening. I don't plan to. I was trying to bring him in, on a special day, but he said, he don't have that chance like that. Why can't we do it? We know, of course, we don't hate, we don't hate Igbo. I'm a Benima. We don't hate you. If we hate Igbo, they will not be in our state, Benin City there. We have over 1 million or 2 million Igbo living in Benin City. If we hate them, would they be there? Go to New Benin. They owns that place. New Benin. Have you been to New Benin in Benin? Go there. Go and see their investment there. Okay, leave New Benin. Go to Forestry Road. Go to Forestry. In fact, Forestry is the biggest. Go to Forestry. Okay. Go to Welu Spare Pass. Motor Spare Pass. Welu Motor Spare Pass. Then show me. There are 5 states. Show me any state where you have any Benin man doing business or even have a store. They should be grateful to us, just like they should be grateful sometimes to the Yorubas. Oluwaseun, you said something. Can the Yoruba man be? You said Igbo man is in the Lagos State House of Assembly. A Yoruba man cannot be in the Anambra House of Assembly. I don't think so. I don't think so. They will allow that. Maybe, I don't know. So I've seen Nnamdi Kanu himself who say Yoruba wicked. Yoruba, they are the worst. They are worse than Fulani. Anywhere you see a Yoruba man, he has said things like that. I know. But still, Igbos are still living in Yoruba land. How many Yorubas living in their land? We are not targeting anybody. Sometimes you allow people, let them say their mind. And your own too. We share these things. Me, I'm a fighter. Jojo called me. He knows I'm a fighter, and he respect me for that. He respect me. He respect even Ijele. He said Ijele. He respect Ijele. He respect me for that. I tell you, if I'm green, I'm green. You don't bully me. I keep telling our people, you don't bully me like you come and be insulting me. Later, come and tell me vote for you, or you insult me so that I come and vote for you because your brother want to be what? Senate president, governor. President, is that why you are insulting my people? My guy, go to hell. Go to hell. Nothing go to hell. Now, my life with that one, everything is about respect. No tribe is 100% perfect in Nigeria. Every tribe have their own good side and bad side. If you think you regard some tribe as your own enemy, my guy, declare war. Let's see, declare the war. And those of us, or those of you living in abroad here, trying to instigate war at home, cause tribal war, you know your fate. You know your fate. You know your fate. You know your fate now. You think you can do that and stay here? I thank you all for being us. We are the wounded civilian. The truth is what we believe. I thank you. And later, God bless. Bye.